How to paint realistically with watercolor, this time rhododendron leaves. I will guide you through the process of creating this beautiful rhododendron composition. An outline drawing is done, which is available for download. With an elastic eraser, removing the excess amount of graphite off the paper. Now let's mix watercolors, adding water to your color palette and starting with transparent yellow. To transparent yellow, adding indigo. We are getting our main color mix. And adding a little touch of Alizarin Crimson. Alizarin Crimson makes green mix more earthy. Testing on a piece of paper. For the second mix, I'm just using transparent yellow. For the third one, transparent yellow with indigo and with Alizarin Crimson, but making it more darker, saturated. It's for the shadow area. Be careful with red. Red can very fast turn your green mix into brown one. And I felt that I need more indigo and more transparent yellow to get more greenish color mix. And for the fourth mix, I'm taking manganese blue and adding a little amount of main green color mix. This will be for the cooler areas. Now let's start painting. Be sure that your water is clean after mixing watercolors. I will be painting first, applying to the one half of the leaf and then the other half. Starting with the right part, applying water with round synthetic brush, just enough for watercolors to flow and to be pushed where I need them. Water is not too much. If I will lift my paper, water will not run down the paper. Just a little moist surface. And starting with manganese blue mix on the very top of the rhododendron leaf, as we can see in the reference, there is a very light area which is exposed to the light source. Taking transparent yellow, indigo and Alizarin Crimson mix and starting applying watercolors to the darker area of the leaf, leaving a little amount off the edge for the reflected light area. And as I look constantly in reference, I notice that also a darker area is just behind the main vein. First layer is very lightly, very transparently. Now I'm moving watercolors where I need them, closer to the edge. And we need to build a really nice base color. If we will build a very good base for our composition, for our subject, it will be much easier to paint further. We are setting tonal values, where are darks, where are lights, leaving light area wider as it appears in a reference. We can always make it darker during process, but it will be harder to make it lighter. And checking in the reference where are darker parts, where are lighter. As we can see, this rhododendron leaf is slightly turned to the left side, and also the bottom part of the leaf is very roundish, so with light and dark areas, we are making this realistic look of this leaf. Going to the left part of this leaf, also applying water, and then from the shadow area, which is not quite in the middle, slightly a little bit turned left, and at the bottom part it comes closer to the center part. Notice these little changes. With these little details you will create a realistic painting. Everything is important. We're not just assuming that light source is coming from the left. It means that everything on the right will be dark and everything on the left will be light. The subject is three-dimensional. It has different curves, different turning in different directions, and how light reacts on the surface is different in each area. Everything should be taken into consideration. Full tutorial with voiceover is available on my Patreon. Link is down below. This tutorial is the whole process of painting this composition, and it takes almost 2 hours, but so many things to learn, an amazing subject to paint. Now I'm at the finishing stage of this tutorial of bigger painting composition, and it turned out almost 2 hours of this tutorial, which is amazing, and I hope you will also try it, give it a try and enjoy the process, because very slowly and very accurately, I believe that this is even possible for beginners. Not like the first painting for beginners, but still, if you work slowly and transparently, you can manage this work. And don't compare your work to my work. My painting can be a reference to you for information, for guidances, but compare this work to your previous one, maybe to the one which you did 2 months ago, and then look at the difference. See if you are doing better, if you are managing some areas better. So these slight little changes are the wins for you. I'm your tutor and I need to guide you, and don't compare your painting to mine. Use mine as a reference, as a great information source. Always compare to yourself, to your artistic journey, and how you did a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago, because I also do the same. I compare my today's work to my work a year ago, and then I analyze it, see the difference, see if there is some parts where I'm better at, and where can I get better even more. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Thank you for being here, and really enjoyed this tutorial, enjoyed recording it for you, and see you in my next tutorials. Bye bye.